My parents are undocumented, and so that was kind of hard on us.
We had a lot of culture, traditions, so we grew up as farm workers, children of farm workers. Yeah, growing up in a rural Planada, California.
I think that the value of diversity on campus, it really comes down to appreciating human worth.
So my name is Eduardo Daniels. The program that I'm here in Stanislaus is the Master's of Social Work program. Well, my family, they immigrated to the United States, and I was 3 years old at the time, born in 1972, so it would have been late 1974, 75. So I was really young when they came to the United States for the first time. Stanislaus to me was more appealing because it dealt with issues that we were currently faced with in the Central Valley and all around the country with social justice issues. Cultural diversity in the college sense will eventually translate out into the world. Coming from a really small place where there's not a lot of diversity to go into a college where there's tons of diversity really opens somebody's eyes to see just the different cultures of different people, and it's an opportunity to learn from those people and just take it all in. For me, it helped me in the work that I do because I come across a lot of diversity in our community, and that's helped me to be culturally sensitive and be able to communicate in a way that's respectable to everybody that I come in contact with.
My name is Stephanie Landeros. I'm a sociology major and I'm a junior. I am a vice president of 2 clubs. I am a vice president of Love Evolution, which is the LGBTQ+ ally club here on campus. And I'm also the vice president for Sociology Club, which is a community service-based club on campus. I think the value of diversity on a college campus is that people come here from all different backgrounds. Not only, race and ethnicity, but, different identities. So when I got to Stan, it felt just right.
My name is Jenny Lee, and I graduated last semester, so I'll be starting my post-bac, and I majored in liberal studies with a concentration in earth science. Well, I decided to pursue a college degree or higher education because my role as the oldest really emphasized on setting the bar high for my siblings. And of course, being from the Southside Merced and being a member of the Hmong community, which really isn't represented in higher education, I learned how to channel my emotions and just channeled my experience being in poverty and how much I didn't like it. And I used those motivations to channel myself into higher education.
I'm Jordan Nguyen. I am a criminal justice major with a minor in sociology, and I'm a senior. I didn't really have much of a family. I grew up in the group home and foster care system, so the family that I do have is kind of small, I would say. They come from backgrounds that may be all Latino or all African American, or all Caucasian, but then they come here and it's like, whoa, now you have to experience your roommates' totally different culture, so now you have to understand that culture and their values.
I believe that it's critical, necessary, imperative that diversity exists on any and every college campus. My name is Kendrick Brody, and I am an associate professor in the Department of Social Work, and I've been on this campus for 6 years. I used to teach research methods and data analysis, so all of the, and I would say pretty much every example I would bring in, the stats that I would provide, I wanted it to be reflective of what their home environments were like, or their neighborhoods were like, or the network of friends perhaps that they grew up around, what the demographics are of this region and this area. So I really was purposeful in my attempts to bring a range of what I would consider diverse or non-traditional examples
You know, I always tell them, Stanislaus, it's small compared to other campuses, but it's like a family. It's very tight-knit. Your professors will know you, and you'll be able to just develop that personal relationship. And that's something that I carry, and I'm actually very proud of to be a first generation.
I really appreciated taking Intro to Sociology with Dr. Stringfeld and having her notice, I guess, some sort of talent within me and taking the time to, meet with me one-on-one.
The one mentor that I have had has been my coworker. His name is Juan Perez. He's a MSW alumni from Stanislaus. He works in our agency for Merced. He's a supervising social worker, and he's also encouraged me to apply for the LCSW program.
After achieving this bachelor's, and it just proves that I was actually able to overcome obstacles and being able to have that resilience and be able to make it to where I am today. You're not going to become another statistic as a foster youth in jail. You're going to become a different statistic and create your own statistic in a successful foster youth. Oh, easily. I'd have to say Wanda Bonnell. Honestly, because I'd never really looked into myself being a high achiever when I came here. But after having that first meeting with her, and she's like, I see something in you. You're really bright. And I was like, maybe.
First generation students, especially, they have the equal opportunities as everybody else. Like, yeah, there's financial aid, yeah, there's, all these resources, but the equity would be the acknowledgement and knowing that these resources exist. So I think that's what it would mean in higher education, being aware and knowing that there's resources.
My experience as a first generation, there's a lot of weight on my shoulder because you get the pressure from your parents to set the example, and you as yourself, you have to set the bar high so that your younger siblings can see you do something great. The people that come here, we all come from a different walk of life, but when we're all here together, as cliche as it sounds, the picture is complete.
Your jobs will come and go. Everything in life will pretty much come and go. However, if you have an education, that's something that nobody will ever be able to take away from you. I believe education is a right that everybody should have.